issues, and it like really I use it kind of medicinally, but I mean I also like just smoking, but it's yeah, I don't know. I've
I think
smoked
my
every day
eyes
for a
right now
while.
look like I've been smoking it.
I think I said that
Looking at
to
my
you one
camera
time.
here.
Yeah. There's people that are like that though. Like I've known people that I worked with in restaurants where I walked in
Yeah.
day one and I was like, "That's my guy right there." And then I come to find out like he's never smoked weed a day in his life. He's like, "No, man, I just have red eye. I just got bad allergies, you know." Dom, I loved that video of you eating the hot dog yesterday. You look so like you look so
I
happy,
was at peace.
content. Like I've never seen a more peaceful man. Like it's just something you're like it's so satisfying. You take a bite, you're just like,
Well, that whole day was not just the hot dog was a lot of it. It wasn't just the hot dog though. It was being out and about. It was going to the Metropolitan, which is an amazing museum. It was being able to chill and have a nice day. Yeah. What's up, y'all?
I know I haven't seen you in a few weeks. How have you been?
Busy, so busy,
I hear
good
you.
busy. But
You
Yeah,
missing
I
MSF
feel
yet?
you.
no, no.
I lasted 8 months.
His character
8
misses
months,
him,
huh?
though. I'm just getting tired.
I
of
regret
playing
it now,
two
though.
accounts.
Don't do
Dude.
it. You can stop, buddy. I
My-
appreciate you.
My best friend yesterday was laughing at me because I was doing DD3 and I almost one shot the first node in the city lane and I'm like I had it down to 3 guys and I'm like, "Oh, I could one shot this." Did not even come remotely close to that for the rest of the day. Like I kept like periodically trying and I'd be like, "Fuck this game." And he's like, "Yep, that's why I quit right there." And I'm just like, "Damn it, Michael, stop. Shut up."
Well, Dom, you're about to start DD3. Your characters.
Maybe if it's about to, maybe I'll come play it again.
Oh, he's back.
No, but it wouldn't even be. It wouldn't be anything like that. I don't think I'll ever. There will be nothing. There will be no way that I'll ever play the game in that manner again, where I'd be like back. But if it's something where I could just hop on like once a week or so and just fart around.
Dude,
Just
that's
let me know.
that's what I do with my friend's account. I play it like I left it in my old alliance just so they have like an extra war defense, and I just like I'll log in maybe 3 or 4 days a week when I have time and just fuck around on it and open
Yeah.
some
Some
orbs
game.
and
That's good.
Yeah, there's just there's nothing about the game that will want me to be like an all day every day thing again, where
Yeah.
I have to do things because they're not time gated, but like scheduled, like et cetera, et cetera. But
Trust me, I hear you.
Shell,
you know-
I
What's
talk
up,
about
dude?
my luck on swarm orbs. I've opened 5, and I've got an 8, a 14, a 16, and 2 24s.
well,
Wow.
damn,
You
dude.
can
I need you
fly
to open
around.
mine for
5.
me.
that is luck. That's good luck.
I need you to open mine for me.
Nah, it's all good, mate.
That is not
And
how mine are
out
going.
of the 8 orbs from whatever that event was the other day, I got a 5 and 2 4s.
Okay, so at least you made up for it with those other ones, right?
Ashley, you missed it last week, man. Freaking Wolverthor and Valley were tag teaming me on my
Just giving
gambling
you shit?
addiction, man. No, they were.
That's good.
They literally they kept being like Val. Like I opened up a couple Red Star orbs, and Valley just kept being like, I mean, like you haven't gotten anything good yet, and I mean, it could be this could be the one, man. Like this could be the one, and so I kept going. And I mean, I was
peer pressuring you.
Yeah, I was totally like playing into it, but it was like it
Did
was.
You did you get anything good at least?
I got a 5 Red Star Crystal.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was fine with that. And I got like
Yeah.
3-star Baron Zemo, which is fine because like I didn't buy any of his offers, and
Sure.
Um,
Do I have Zemo, Charlie?
You don't.
no,
Oh, okay.
nobody does unless they
I'm
spend
not buying
on
it.
him.
Yeah.
He's
no.
a hundred.
Oh.
He's 100 shard unlock, and
There's
the
no point with the blitz now because round 2 should be the same as round 1 shard.
Yeah.
No?
Theoretically,
Yeah.
There's no point
What's
buying
up,
it.
Yeah.
Well, you get a
Stan?
guaranteed
How's it
unlock.
Balding UK streamer.
Damn right.
Hold on, I'm gonna spread the
That's pretty
link
funny.
real quick before we
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on
Get
my
into
Discord
it.
already. Can you hear my fan in the background or no?
No.
No,
I don't think so. No, actually.
no, you're perfect.
Wouldn't even know.
Oh,
had
you
one.
guys bullied Hero to Zero. He's out of the Discord now.
What
Who's
what
here-
what
Who's
what?
here to zero?
No, he's in our Discord. He was the guy who posted the thing about looking for 7.4.
Wait, who bullied him?
Oh, you didn't
Hellfire
bully
and
him.
Thorn. They're just joking, but like he just left the server. I just saw the server activity. It's fine.
Good
sucks.
job, Hellfire. What
Thanks.
if anyone was ever gonna bully someone into leaving our server, I would
He
not
left.
expect anyone else. Or he
Yeah,
probably
he
just
left.
came in to try to get a.
No, he's been
Pretty active. That
Really?
sucks.
Been active for a while.
Way to go, Hellfire.
Yeah, way to go.
Time to ban Hellfire. Finally, I've been looking for the excuse.
Okay.
And I haven't like caught up in anything Discord related. I just completely have just not been online in forever.
Dude, yesterday I was like balls deep in the Avengers all day long.
It's a special. video
Last
that.
week's episode of Valley was removed from Twitch. I wasn't able to see it anyway. Uploaded to YouTube. Yes, thank you. Sorry, I have not turned my. This is the first time I've turned my computer on since last week. So I will.
Yes,
do it.
somebody
Why
here
did it not
decided to
get
be a
added
dingus.
Twitch? Doesn't it always get automatically added to Twitch?
There was an issue with the VOD, so I had it download. I had it saved, but then there was an issue with the VOD that caused it to be removed. So.
Charlie, we were talking on my stream last night. What episode of this did I come on before? Because you've got, I think,
You were
like
very
seven.
early.
Numero uno.
Yeah.
Uno.
Was
Very
I number
first
one? Was I?
Number one.
Yeah, forever ago.
The cherry
Got nice
popper.
hair.
Yeah, I have to fix the VOD if something happens.
Yeah,
with it,
fuck
so-
Hellfire. That guy's trash.
Amazing.
Kind of like my diet this weekend. I had sushi, Taco Bell, and pizza. And
Sounds
s'mores,
amazing, actually.
apparently, at 3 in the
And
morning.
S'mores, apparently, yeah.
Actually, I woke up this morning to get water, and I walk in my kitchen, and I stepped on a bunch of chocolate chips, and I realized that I had apparently, like, in the middle of the night,
Just
in my
hard
stoner sleep, I just made s'mores. Apparently, that's what I do when I smoke weed, I guess.
how's the Treyu?
Treyu, I don't know what happened, but he's like better than he was before he was sick. So he's
Interesting.
like actually eating like double the amount of food, and
good.
he's going back to chewing on cables and knocking shit over.
Oh,
and-
I know how that shit is. Like, I'm just waiting for. We're not gonna be able to see it, but like, just my Astro cables.
What's up, BD? How's it
Polly
going?
just loves it. Polly just loves. Polly doesn't like chewing cables. Polly just likes doing anything that gets attention. And the problem is when she does something that gets attention, like she'll try to knock something off the table or like chew a cable, and our first immediate reaction is what? Like, oh wait, no, like to like make a scene, and she goes, she like noted. That's what I had to do to get you to act that way. Awesome.
Interesting.
I'm gonna do
Yeah.
that shit always. So like in the morning, she'll just find like a stack of papers or something with crinkly, and she'll just like shh, just to like make that noise, or like she'll like come over and start chewing on my phone because she knows I'll be like, "Fuck, get the fuck out of here! What are you doing?"
Oh, cats.
She's the
Kitty
best
cats.
and the worst. Where is she? Not in here.
I don't do cats.
Our apartment's a mess right now because we're
Cleaning?
doing not really cleaning, but we were gonna bluff we did bluff our landlady into asking to have the backyard, or we're gonna bounce, and she called our bluff and said, okay, bounce. So we're like, all right, I guess we're staying here for a while, so we're just like doing things. We're hanging the TV, we're putting up different shelves, we're just doing things to make it more comfy because we're gonna be staying for longer than yeah.
Oh, you tried to negotiate, and she's like, yeah.
It wasn't even
sure, try it."
negotiation. We're just like, hey, we've paid every month on rent, or every rent. Oh my God, we paid every month on time. Haven't had any problems. Like, we help out our neighbors, do everything. Can we please have the backyard? Because she doesn't let anyone use the backyard. It's like, it's a travesty to have a backyard in Brooklyn and you can't even get into it. And we're like, I think we're gonna have to see our options and see, if we can find a place that makes us a little more comfortable and happy. She goes, great, yeah, do whatever you got to do that makes you happy. Yeah, just let me know. And I was like, oh my God, no, this is
Surely
not
that's
how-
built into your rent though. The
No,
garden
so-
space, no?
No. So in New York, it's really, I mean, it can be if she allowed, like, it's her property, so she could say whoever, normally it'd be whoever not owns, but is in the first floor apartments. The first floor apartment is moving out. We're on the third floor, and we were like, oh, could we have the first floor apartment? And then in that, could we also have the backyard? And she goes, nope, don't let anyone to use it. I don't feel like dealing with the headache of having a backyard and people using it and this and that. And I was like, oh, God, go fuck yourself. Thank God she doesn't know anything about this shit. I can talk all the shit I want.
Yeah. Fuck you. Let Dom have a backyard.
God, it would be so great. It's a nice sized backyard. It's such a bummer. But so that didn't happen. So now we're doing a bunch of stuff. Like my buddy's a professional handyman. Big shout out to Danny Can, the handyman. You ever need a handyman in Brooklyn? Hit up Danny Can.
God, that was such a New York plug.
Yeah, hard plug. He's coming over today. I made him 20 meatballs and a big pot of sauce to hang up my TV.
So you're just gonna put your balls in, you're just gonna give him your balls?
Yes, all of my big
Your
meaty, greasy,
giant meaty balls?
Italian balls. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's three.
I love-
3
I
pounds.
love-
3 pounds of Italian pork and sausage.
Oh God, I
Or,
love
beef and sausage.
There's nothing better. There's nothing more satisfying than just enjoying the deliciousness of another man's Italian balls in my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
The
Balls
thing
of
about
meat.
Italians, the thing about
Saturday
Italians, is
night for
we
ya.
have the best, we have the best meatballs that have ever existed in history. So
I tell you what, Dami, if you ever want to put your balls in my mouth, you know, like we
Come
can
up-
have a ball off, man.
come up to Brooklyn, baby. I'll give you all the balls you can handle.
Yeah.
Some would say balls. Charlie, I know you're recording it.
I know you are
I know
too.
you're recording it. It's not like a secret. Before we do get started, my favorite thing though, puppy is very accurate. Yeah, let Mustache Pastrami have a backyard so you could have his karate friends come over and beat him up. 100% exactly how that is.
Dude, can we? I know this is a podcast about Marvel Strike Force, but have you watched Cobra Kai yet?
I have not. I need to.
I thought
We've
of
been-
you while I watched this show.
We've been really hooked on Lovecraft Country. I don't know if any of y'all
yeah,
have seen. Oh my God.
I
What
watched
a-
Cobra
what
Kai
an
in
intense
one
show.
weekend, and I thought of you the entire time.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
gonna
like,
I'm
Ashley
gonna
will
watch
love
it.
this.
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah.
Like, I feel like that. I feel like I honestly felt like it was you. Like I don't know. It's just I know you're into BJ or jujitsu, but
Yes,
I
you're
just
right. You
I
said
know,
the
but
right
like
thing.
for some reason it was just really funny. But yeah, Marvel Strike Force.
Yeah, Charlie.
You want me to act? All right, can I get a word in now? We can start the show.
No,
Charlie,
no.
you do okay. Don't act like you're fucking okay. Get a word in. You knew what you were
Can I
doing
get a
the whole
word
time.
in?
You
That's quite
were
I
sneaky
hit
from
the-
him.
wanting-
I'm not sure if I want to be here anymore, so I'm out.
I know it's a little toxic in here. It's a little toxic in here. I think All right, go ahead.
What's up, everybody?
Whoa.
Welcome to the Overachievers Gaming Podcast, the Marvel Strike Force Insider Edition. The great thing about editing is you will never hear the fact that Chef just tried to interrupt me, so I can just mute his channel for that portion of things. So it'd be
okay.
great.
Cold blooded.
I am your host, Vash, joined as always by Chef Crondo and Ashley Pastrami. Joining us this week is Shane from 3088Gaming. How's it going, bud?
Not bad, mate. Not bad yourself.
Oh, doing good. Thanks for
What
joining us.
What is the meaning of 3088 Gaming?
That's a good question.
All right. It's a bit. Well, I say it's long-winded. It's not really. I like to pretend it is. I posted in 2008 to 2012 when I was doing FIFA back in the day, and it was 3088 Shane, and I left until I started on MSF in 2019 or whatever it was, and the Russians stole my Twitch account. So that
really?
disappeared.
Sneaky
Yeah.
fucking
Freaking Russian hackers, man.
So, well, I got 2 emails from Twitch. One said you've had a login from Romania. Another saying you've had a login from Russia. You don't think anything of it. And then 2 days later, it says it's been changed. I don't know how. I had 2-step verification, but
Doesn't
verified
matter,
account,
man. Yeah.
10,000 followers, nothing. So
Whoa, bummer.
when I came back, I was like, well, there's no point using the 38 Shane YouTube channel because I don't have a Twitch with it. So I thought, well, what else? I'd try to keep 3088. So basically, I'm born on the 30th, and I was born in 1988.
That makes
Oh,
sense.
okay.
So
Got
so
it.
many birthdays are somehow related into
Yeah.
gaming.
So,
So that's funny. Dang, that sucks. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't fun. It's my stupidity. You get 2 emails from Twitch saying.
So where can
someone's
the people
logged
find you right now? Then it's 3088 Gaming, right?
in. 38 Gaming, yeah.
On all platforms.
Apart from Twitter, I think, because I've left that as 38 Shane to be awkward.
Sure, fair. Well, Charlie, where can you find us at?
You can find us on Instagram at og.podcast. Our Twitter
Like that segue.
is OverachieversP. Our website is beingoverachiever.com, where you get this episode and every episode, where we talk about Marvel Strike Force, video games, and a whole boatload of other things. I'm actually kind of excited to talk more about Marvel gaming in general, because there's a new game that's out that I haven't had a chance to really stream much because I've been busy, but I'm very excited to get into Marvel's
tons of fun
Avengers.
with it.
So yeah, I'm having fun with it. I just
Well,
was just
also
playing with.
besides Avengers, I really want to play Realm of Champions.
Yeah, that's
the
the
other
new
new thing.
MOBA, right? That came out.
I don't know if I would even say it's a MOBA. It's not. I get kind of. It's a brawler like that, but it's not like Super War is like tradish MOBA.
Yeah.
Realm of Champions is a little weird. It's kind of just like. I guess it is kind of a MOBA, but I don't know. I saw Thorn playing the other day. It looked pretty fun. I don't know, but yeah. Marvel
Yeah,
stuff.
Brada Bing's been playing it. I tried getting it. I couldn't get it on my computer through BlueStacks, and I don't want to go through and try to get it on my phone, so I was like, screw it, whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But either way, I'm excited to play more. I'm actually going to get into the Avengers on PC, I think, this week, just because I don't have work going up, and I've been really busy with that. And we've had the Mariuses came and visit us for a couple days.
Oh, beautiful.
So we just
Beautiful,
have
beautiful. They just had their anniversary, like 5-year the other day, right, or something?
not 4 year.
4
but
year,
yes.
4
Yeah,
year.
they were just
Yeah, beautiful.
They were over for that stuff. So Anyway, let's get into the recap of the week of what's going on with Marvel Strike Force. There's just a few things going on. So if you were listening last week live, literally an hour before we started, there was Orb Gate, as we're calling it, which
heard round the world.
Yeah. So it's essentially was one of the most expensive mishaps in gaming, mobile gaming history so far. People saying it was like $42,000 worth of gear sent back, and so they actually finally rectified it by rolling back people who had opened the orb. So I'm curious if we didn't experience it in the U.S. or I don't think so in the
did no one in America get that?
No, because they fixed it. So essentially, by the time that they had, they hot fixed it by the time that people had, like in the Europe and all that, essentially in Europe and all these other places.
I'll tell
essentially,
you what, in the Europe,
that's
y'all Europes.
Y'all, yeah, that's exactly what that is.
We don't speak Europe here.
No, we don't. We speak American. But no, with that, I think it was just people in Australia and Japan were able to get it. So I'm just curious to see if anybody actually had their characters adjusted, because there's been some issues of people being having like more gear taken out. There's somebody who had like Zemo up to tier 14, and then when they logged in, he was back to like tier 9, which is kind of crazy. But
yeah, I don't know what happened.
that was the perfect sentence to close out your window, because you
I didn't mean I literally didn't do anything. Like, it just closed itself.
That was the best.
What happened? I don't even know what happened.
I thought
crying.
You kicked him
I'm crying.
because of the timing.
I'm literally crying.
That fucks up my entire timing now, so it's great. But
my God,
I didn't do anything, dude. Like, I literally was just sitting here. Like, I didn't do a damn thing.
It's just hilarious. You
Honestly,
literally said, "I don't know what happened," and then just cut it.
Like, you couldn't have planned that better. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. My God. That was so funny. Thank you.
That was really good. I'm gonna keep that in the podcast.
Okay,
You are.
Thanks, Google Chrome. I guess. Like, I have no idea.
Although you got back in pretty damn quick.
You know what it was?
It feels like you were hovering over the page when it did.
It was Russian hackers. You were talking about them. Now they know. Now they're out there. They're like, oh shit. Shane Game's calling us out. It's time to fucking
Shane Games.
Shane Game. It's time to fucking
Shane Gang coming out here hard on us.
It's time to fuck this shit up too. Okay.
God,
anyways,
thank you for that.
well, anyways, I was reading this morning on Reddit that apparently there was a second rollback, and that's what's causing the major issues for a lot of players. There was a guy, and I feel terrible about this, but there's a guy that says that he received the 3,000 orbs, didn't open any of them, didn't do anything with it because he knew something bad was going to happen and it was going to get rolled back, and his character still got rolled back. Yeah. And I don't know if they rolled it back too far or if they removed excess gear that people had in the first place, but it seems as though they definitely screwed over people, and they're trying to remedy the situation, but I don't know.
I would guess they're using their database to work out what characters potentially got moved the same day, and are just trying to add 2 and 2 together and get 4. So Crocs and Socks, who's someone in the community, comes in my stream quite a lot. His Emma was rolled back to Gear Tier 1.
Right. Yeah. That's the thing, is that there are people, like I was reading on the Facebook group, there were people that were saying that they had characters that they didn't even use any of the gear on, and it's still like they logged in and their Emma was like complete trash, like completely roll back, like you were talking about with Baron Zemo, and the gear is not there that they had used in the first place, and that's the problem that they're experiencing. Which
I think Torna's video covered that, didn't it? I think a lot of his were rolled back correctly, but they took a couple of the pieces that were pre-issue, so he lost, although they were rolled back to Gear 13, Gear 12, whatever, his gold pieces were also removed that were there before it. So he's lost out on mini uniques and stuff as well.
Man, that's a bummer. I'm not surprised. I've heard a bunch of people saying, like, we're going to quit because of this, the whole thing. I think it's warranted if people are, if that's the case. But still, it's like,
come to the dark side.
return to the ashy side of like just having some time off from the game, because like what do you do with all that free time, Dom?
What do I do?
He
go
eats
to,
hot dogs outside the Met.
Focus on work. I, play games that have been backlogged. Me and Mallory have the car now, so we're just doing a whole bunch of dumb stuff like that. He doesn't use the backyard. Hellfire is exactly right. I don't use the backyard. It's cool. It's cool just be chilling. Because I had a conversation with Mallory about it yesterday. We were done eating dinner, and I was like, we're Envoys now, and that's pretty cool, and maybe I should just start like playing it again. And I easily had the most viewers ever when I was streaming MSF and blah blah blah. And she goes, yeah, I mean, do it. Just recognize that there were times like when we went to visit our friends in the hospital and their baby was born, you stepped out to play Marvel Strike Force real quick. And I was like, oh yeah, that's not cool. That's not a cool thing to do.
Hey y'all, I know I'm here for this magical moment. I'll be right back. I gotta go use the bathroom.
But that's the thing is like you're getting pinged a bunch.
Yeah.
There's like an attack, or you have to do something stupid because something is timed. If you don't do it, you're fucking over your alliance mates and this.
Right,
and that. Like,
right.
You got to do it, and it's like I wouldn't even think about it. I would just like, oh yeah, what's the big deal? I'll just take 2 minutes. I'll separate. I'll be right back. You know what I mean? Or we'd be at dinner. Like I should have took the cue when my boss said to Mallory, like, hey, Dom sure does play Marvel Strike Force a lot, right? Like I should have like when those things happened even before doing a mess up thing.
You know what I would have told your boss? Mind your business.
But I mean, at work, he doesn't have to mind his business.
Yeah.
You're doing it at the right time. So technically,
I mean,
at work, if he comes and looks over my shoulder and I'm sitting there just like fucking blitz, yeah, baby. It's like okay, maybe there's a warrant to him saying like, oh, you play that a lot, right? Outside of work, it doesn't fucking matter what I do. But when we're crunching the numbers and shit. But either way, like what she's like, you can play it if you want, but like there's definitely been a positive impact to you not playing it. And I was like, oh yeah, for sure.
Well, so. Here's what I'll say from someone who's taken breaks and whatnot, and then taking that 3-week extended break. I've just learned that like you just don't.
I remember when I last logged in.
Yeah, you just essentially like, well, it's just not important. Like before, like it was like very, and we've said this before, like and we say this before we do the Red Star stuff, where it's like it's gambling, it's addiction. You have to just get to the point where you're not focused on it. And I think like I've enjoyed the game more since like not making it a main focus. Yes, I still play it, like I still check the store as soon as I wake up or whatever, and I do that thing. But like I'm not like we were. I'm not like necessarily having to play it all the time. Like we're out with friends, I'll hang out with friends. I don't have to hit war hits. If someone wants to yell and scream at me, so what? I'm like it's a game. I'm living living my best life.
Well, and it wasn't even so that I was ever being yelled and screamed at. It was more so I didn't want to let down my alliance mates. So it was definitely the pressure I was putting on myself more so than anything, and it was pressure that was built up from a game that it puts the pressure on you. You know what I mean? So. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't even remember
totally.
the last time I signed into this point. I think it's been probably a couple of months at least.
It's surprisingly an easy game to quit.
But then
you find you can't. So when I stopped streaming. I told my alliance leader that I'm going, and I legitimately did not log in one day for that 8 months.
Yeah.
So I found, but then now I'm back, partly COVID, working from home.
Right.
I'm on it more than I ever was before.
Well, that's
so
funny.
You
would think I would have done
in.
that now. I would have probably have, if there was ever a time actually to play it again, it would have been now. Because
but if you're not enjoying it, dude, then there's no point.
That's the thing. I think it is a well-built game. I did enjoy the game. I don't enjoy the pressure it puts on you to be relevant or competitive, and I think that it asks too much for people to either unlock a character or to finish an event or any of that shit. I think that it just asks too much.
I think you're answering your own question then, aren't you, about whether you should come back or not? I think.
I
think in the sense probably not.
Yeah, I think that if I did, it would just be like casually logging in every once in a while just to like do some blitz stuff or shit like that. It would never be a competitive. That's the thing. Can you actually be casual in a game where you need to grind blitz hard?
It really depends on whether or not you
know?
want to feel relevant on the game, or if you want to push the end game content, or if you're satisfied with just being able to log in and do the bare minimum and then just move on with your day. Like, is that because
and that's the conversation I have been having is there even, I'm gonna probably upset people a lot by saying this, is there even really an end game to this game? is there
Same
really?
as every mobile game.
Well,
isn't it?
no.
They constantly, your end game is whatever event is today, and in a month's
Yeah.
time when we release new content, that's the end game, and then
And
a month and
exactly.
a month.
And I was watching Valley the other day, and Valley is like, I have $60. Can I either buy this Zemo bundle or do I buy the Avengers? And he ended up buying the Avengers, and he's sitting there just like, because he's like, and I said in chat like, yo, how's it feel to play a real game? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's it like, my guy? What's it like to do? Like, you just spent $60 on this thing, where there's going to be a lot of stuff for you to do for a bit. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to have to pay for any of it unless there's like a DLC.
Somebody asked me the other day. I was playing League with a friend that I haven't played with in a while, and they were an MSF player, and they were at like 7.4 mil, and they told me that they had sank about like $2,500 into the game. I'm at 7.5 mil, or no, I'm sorry, 7.05, and I have spent maybe $300 on this game.
Right.
So I think that there's a distinctive difference between the resentment or like the growing frustrations of people that have invested money in the game and people like myself
that
hasn't, because like at the end of the day, if I walk away from the game, I'm walking away from you guys, the community, the Envoy program, like the people that I have developed what I would consider good online like relationships with, and I like dipping into the ecosystem and playing games with different people and kind of like establishing those kinds of friendships.
I don't think you're walking away from all that though. Like whenever I stream, it's mostly MSF people coming to my stream, and I'm not playing MSF.
Well,
so I don't think you even walk away from the community, because like every time I hit stream, I either get like some shit from Hellfire or Radoving comes in, or like someone, like Puppies comes in and say, hey, people aren't gonna always stream MSF anymore. I don't care about that guy.
I guess at the end of the day, like the point I was trying to make is that even as like somebody that has invested very low amounts of money, I don't feel that same sort of like growing frustration. My frustration is usually people that aren't doing their job and pulling their weight.
I can't be an alliance leader because I think I'd kick people within about 3 days.
Well, it's tough, right?
I keep getting reined in. Like, luckily, I know my alliance leader like really well.
In like that sentiment, though,
it's tough because like Dami, you were just saying a second ago, like you went to go see a friend of yours' baby being born, or you're at work, or you're at dinner, and you got stuff going on. It's like that's the problem, is that the game, and I feel like this is something that Wolverthor talked about, and Valley was talking about. Every CC I've seen talks about this, that. And even the fixed MSF movement, this was a big part of it, is the amount of screen time that you have with the game, and the amount of time that they actually like want you to be playing this game is way too much compared to what other mobile games are doing. I mean, I play Disney Sorcerer's Arena. Dude, I play that game for like 20-30 minutes a day tops, and I'm done. Like done. There's nothing else for me to do. And like that's the difference, is that MSF 30 minutes. Yeah, I could spend the first 30 minutes of my day doing that, but then I got to log back in, spend another 30 minutes, log back in, do another 30 minutes. Like it's like 2 hours minimum a day to play MSF in my position. So that's the difference that I see.
And I think they could still have a really good game without requiring you to do so much, to require so much time out of your day.
I think a lot of people would leave those. I think you'd lose a lot of those grinder those people that play League for 8 hours a day, those people that play Call of Duty Warzone for 10, 12, 15 hours a day. I think there's some people out there, whether you like it or not. So me personally, and this is controversial, I would like to play more with some sort of exhibition mode like they have in other mobile games.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't think this is necessarily what's the word here? Like, I don't think these things are conflicting with each other. I think that you could have game modes where you can grind and have fun and do it that isn't a either time thing or something that messes up other people's experience because you're not doing it. And if they had something where that's strictly for you or some shit like that, fine. Or if there was some kind of, raid element or some kind of bullshit like that, fine. Or some kind of event, fine. But like, when it comes to war or even like with Blitz, when you're trying to get a character unlocked, I think that these timed things that you have to do this in a certain time is what I think is the problem. And I think that's what is predatory, because if you don't get it, then great, you can always buy the shit. You know what I mean? So I think that's what I'm saying. I think you could still have a game where if you want to grind, you want to do some shit, dope. That's more than fine. But I think that, I don't think those are two mutually exclusive conversations there.
I've talked about it on stream a few times before. Before I came back to this game, I played WWE Supercard, which is a card collector game kind of like this. They do things slightly differently. So, for example, their their version, I guess, of Blitz, there's a live 15-minute behind leaderboard. So for me, I think if they did that with Blitz, okay, 15 minutes behind. If I could see with an hour to go, I'm in rank 12. It's my decision if I keep going.
Sure.
Whereas at the moment, you are playing blind, and I think
Dude, that's
part
a
of the
very
problem.
good point. And so the first time I ever did a hard blitz grind, I forgot who I did it for, but I did it. I did every rotation. I did the 2 hours, wherever the hell it is, and I was trying to get to like the 1 to 2% or some shit. And of course, I miss it by like not very much, and I got 3 to 4 or whatever the next thing, 3 to 5%, whatever it was. And it was we could you don't even have to type that, Charlie. We still see that on screen. Let's segue back to the topic.
I didn't type
That was me.
Crondo, sorry.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that.
That's really funny. I thought Charlie was asking Chef to do that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, nice, Chef. All right, yeah, let's segue back to topic.
So the recap for the past week. So no, but that goes hand in hand with like people being upset and walking away from the game because of the orb gate thing, and it just comes back to me saying like the only time that I told myself coming after I took my break that I was just going to be free to play, and the only time that I was going to break that was for Emma. I knew that. I made that my prerogative. I said this is where I'm going to spend money, and that's what I'm going to spend money on, and that's it. The only time I spent money on that since then is $5 for 50 domino shards because that's what they offered, and I thought that was a good deal, and I was like, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. Haven't spent money on the game otherwise, so it just comes down to whether or not we want to. I personally have like MSF. Even though we're envoys in the program for Scopely, like MSF is not the end all be all. Like I want to play other games. I'm enjoying the shit out of the Avengers game that we've been playing. I'm excited to start making content and doing stuff and talking about that going forward. So anyway, with the recap of the week, we had a bunch of blitzes happen. I was a different thing. Where's my recap thing? Here we go. Okay, so we had the Sabretooth Blitz at the beginning of the week where, I don't know if you guys had Sabretooth leveled up. I know, Chef, you probably are. Dom, your account got pretty close to 7-star with that event.
Thanks.
And then we just had the Zemo Blitz, which is happening right now, which will end later on this evening. So that's what's going on. And then we talked about the Orb Gate issues already. Then we had this new event that is the Verse Battle Quick Match. What do you guys think about that?
Dude, it was so easy.
It was very so. Dom, for clarification, what they did is they added essentially it's like arena, where like you have a predetermined set of you can select what team you want to use, and then you can just hit quick match, and then you'll go in with the versus battle with someone else.
Oh,
and
cool.
They added some milestones and whatnot to it, so that way if you did like, if you won, I think it was like 12 or 15 matches in a row or something, or not in a row, but if you won 12 or 15 matches, you got like, another 8 red stars, which I think is great. I wish they would keep these milestones rolling around so it gives us reasons and just another way to farm red stars because red stars are so important in this game. So, but I personally just used Black Order the entire time and we didn't lose a single match.
Yep.
So.
Dude, I gotta tell you, and it's kind of funny to me because people are like, oh, it's gonna be the Black Order matchup or this or that. Let me tell you, dude, I fucking straight up crushed some people with fatter Black Order teams than I did, which was hilarious to me. Like they would do things that I'm like, homie, what are you doing, man? Like that was not what like. Come on, man. Like, what are you doing? Like trying
I
to.
didn't see a single one. I didn't see a single Black Order.
Really?
I lost a fair few with of course my roster, but I didn't see a single Black Order matchup for me.
I only saw 2, but most of the ones I saw were all like the variation of Phoenix, Invisible Woman, Emma, Mr. Sinister, Ultron, like that usual hodgepodge kind of setup you use, and like I just laughed at every one of them. I felt bad at the same time. I was just like, damn, do y'all not have Black Order, or like what's going on here? Because I kept.
A lot of people don't.
I guess not. I guess that's really what it is.
I mean,
but
Dom has them on his account, but it's just like they're at like 220K. They're not built up at all. So it's like, you really can't. And pretty much any.
Built up for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm just saying, like if you're trying to take it in arena, you can't use an arena because a Phoenix, a 6 red, 7 yellow, tier 14 Phoenix is just going to destroy it. So it's like
I think for a newer player, that type of event is perfect as well. Even up to kind of 3-4 million collection power, there's going to be a lot of people that can use those reds.
Yeah, and I thought it was
get a decent boost.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was good. But like for me, I just played the who's gonna flip with Thanos special first, and that where it just came down. What it came down to was pretty funny. So. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a good addition. I would like to see more of those games types. I would like to see more milestones related to those things. Just anything that helps the player out and gives us, people who are a little bit more lax about it and not really worrying too much about it. Anything that helps the community in general get more things, so it's not grindy and pay to win or pay to play, for a matter.
I had a blast with it. I had a blast with the last one too. But I'm also somebody that likes ban or draft phases. Like that was the thing, is a lot of people didn't like the first one because there was a lot of time invested in the pick ban phase. I love the drafting. However,
I love drafting.
The drafting adds an element to it that makes you have to think. Yeah, some people don't like it. Hey, and that's
timely, isn't it? For the end goal, the reason I'm playing it, for me personally, was get through these as quickly as possible.
Sure.
End goal, if I have a 500k Black Order, or if I even have Phoenix, fun. I'm going to have a load of brilliant times, but basically
sure.
any punch up for me, I was gone. Just with mine, I ran in with a, I don't know, 290k with like Black Ball, a 30k yo-yo, whatever. So they really aren't massive. So for me, it was just how quick can I do them. But end goal for you guys, it probably is a decent kind of thing. But as you say, Vash, bring out more milestones for longer, weekly or whatever.
Yeah, so I'm happy with what they did with that. So we'll see what happens going forward. They said they're going to rerun these events. I'm hoping it's maybe once a month for everything. We'll see.
Shit, I take once a week, man.
Yeah. Well, I just like if they're for 3 days. I mean, yeah, I would
Right,
I agree.
right.
I think it should be longer than what it is. So
I'm dreaming
absolutely.
over here. Okay, I just love the fact that we could get like an extra 10 reds a week. That's
Yeah,
all
that would be great.
I'm saying.
They must have seen the community response though. Like they're not blind to it. Do you know what I mean? They
Oh,
must
yeah,
have
for
seen
sure.
on stream people. Okay, there's tweaks, but people are praising it. People are talking about it. They must have seen it. To me, it makes common sense.
Yeah, Chef, you want to talk about the blog post this week?
Sure.
Don't.
There was
be
a
so
blog
too excited.
post, you guys. Next week we have 2 blitzes, and that was the blog post. Ta-da! No, not for real. That was basically like what the blog post was. But no, I actually don't have it pulled up. Give me just 2 seconds. Dom, can you do a backflip?
Yeah, do a backflip for us, Dom. Right now.
I can't.
On screen.
What's the fuck's wrong with you?
No, it's it was very underwhelming, which is just fine because like they've had some real good blog posts lately, and I just think it was just like, oh, okay, I forgot that like sometimes they're not always full of energy and information all the time, so it's fine. It wasn't bad. So
Yeah.
I mean it was bad, but like not like it wasn't like whatever. It's
Well,
fine.
there's
Can't win
nothing
them all.
going on. It was basically like, okay, they're gonna do a catalyst calendar, where you log in every day for 10 days to earn tons of purple and orange catalysts. So by tons, I think they mean like probably like 50 orange catalysts and like 10 purple ones. But that's sarcasm, by the way. Then they've got an update to the Orange Gear War Orb, which I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I don't know if it's a nerf or an upgrade to it. Some people feel that it's a nerf, some people feel it's an upgrade. So basically, the right pillar is always going to guarantee superior catalysts. The left pillar will always guarantee superior gear pieces required for gear tier 14. And then the center pillar rewards will be evenly split between superior uniques and other superior gear. Due to this drop rate split, the quantities will be doubled. So
All right.
I can see how it's good. At the same time, like, maybe there was like a randomness to it before that maybe you could have gotten more out of it, but they must have done it for a reason. So I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Do you feel it's a nerf or an upgrade?
I mean, I'm impartial. I think anytime that they give us more of something, typically means they take something away.
Yeah.
So I was wondering whether or not that means that something has had an increased chance of things, or if there was like a slight 0.001% chance of getting like a full piece gear of that kind of thing. So I'm curious as to what that specifically is. I don't know. I'm getting to the point of being apathetic where I just don't want to like dive into it right as much as I want to. Well, it's just like it's just I don't know. It's fine. It's whatever.
I think it's one of those changes where it's not a huge difference. Like, I don't think it's going to make a huge difference for anybody, unless you're somebody that has been stockpiling these, in which case I believe that most of those people are already done with DD3, and they probably don't care that much.
Yeah, and that's one of the things for me. Like, I'm not done with DD3 right this second, but I will be soon. So
It's one of those changes I don't think they needed to make, and I don't really get it. And I think that's probably
Same.
where some frustration is. Has anybody ever even talked about that orb?
No.
Do you know what I mean? So it's one that I don't understand, where the devs have gone, out of everything in MSF right now that we need to do to please our players, let's change
Yeah.
an orb no one talks about.
So on that subject, which I'm going to be possibly drafting a post to like push this idea out there, but what you just said rings a bell with me, because you know what orb does need some love, that's been in this game for over a year and has had no adjustments to it, are the milestone orbs. So if anything, they should have touched those instead. But there must have been a reason that they did this. Maybe people were complaining too much. Maybe people were not getting the right kind of rewards. Maybe they did this to give people more tier 14 items that they need. Maybe people need more catalysts and they doubled this so that you can get them. I don't know, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, next for the upcoming blitzes this week, the first one's going to be Strife, and then the second one's going to be Baron Zemo with the red stars. And for those of you that weren't paying attention or weren't up to date on this, moving forward on character releases, they're going to be doing release of mega orbs on the first blitz, and then they're going to be you're going to have a chance to get red stars for that character on the following blitz in the next week, which I think is a great idea. I think it's a great change. It adds a little bit of extra incentive to really compete on the second blitz. I actually feel like the second blitz is going to be more competitive than the first one, because most endgame players care more about the red stars than they do about the mega orbs that are just going to usually give them duplicates more often than not. And
I think
agree.
grinders are going to do that rather than save their red stars. And
Yeah.
at the moment, you guys that save all your red stars try and get a 4. If you get lucky, a 5, but you try and
Yeah.
get a 3 or 4 stars. So actually, those grinders will probably go, screw it, I'll save my red stars for later, and I'll just do these. So yeah, I think you're right. Probably I'm guessing 10+% more on the second blitz to the first.
Yeah,
scores?
I would say so. I mean, I like my thing was like I was gonna buy Baron Zima's offer if I pulled 4 red stars on him or more. Didn't get it, so I didn't buy his offer. And
You did
now
for
I'm
me,
like,
though.
huh?
You did for
Oh,
me, though,
yeah,
didn't you?
I know. Yeah.
what'd you get? Like 5 reds on them?
I think it was 4.
No, it was just 4. But it was
Oh.
like it was third
just
pull.
4.
I was like, really? Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Even when I'm not playing the game.
No,
still
that's the
has
thing,
great
that
luck.
they know you're not playing, so that they, because Fox Next, or excuse me,
Scopely.
Scopely, they have a marketing team design that's just focuses on us, like they have an entire team for the
Right.
3 of us, and they know that you left the game, so they're like,
Right,
all right,
right.
let's just start throwing red stars at this guy, and
yeah.
after he gets enough of them, he's gonna be like, well, now I gotta come back to the game,
Yeah, that's definitely what's gonna do it.
That happened with me. So if I look at my locked accounts or locked characters, I'll include Emma. I unlocked her the other day. I had 5 reds sitting on Emma,
Yep.
5 reds sitting on Phoenix, 4 reds sitting on Baron, 4 reds sitting on Ebony Moore, 3 on Proxima, and 3 on Cole. And I'm like, thanks for that. It's great in the long run, but I was like, can you give me something that I can use today? But
Right.
Nope.
Phoenix has been sat there on 5 for about 11 months.
Oof.
But either way, there's I think, was there anything else that we're talking about with what
Yeah,
happened this
last
week? It just
thing,
seemed-
all hands on deck. Emerging from the cloud of an expertly crafted smoke bomb are 2 events for your favorite team of ninjas that have never received an update in this game and desperately need one, aka the hand team. You can get duplicate shards, and I guess the relic hunt event is coming up in the next week.
Yeah, I still have I pushed all my hand team up to 7 yellow for the last event, and they're all like 180k, and I definitely can't even do the sixth event one. So I have to I don't want to invest in them whatsoever, but I'm probably gonna have to.
I did.
So.
I just said screw it. Like, that's the only event in the game that I haven't finished, so I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it.
Fair enough. I mean, that's definitely. I would say that's worthwhile then, if that's the case. But
In the long run of things, the superior basic catalysts are worth it, in my opinion. I mean, and at the end of the day, like, if they do ever rework the team, it's like, I've got it, So that's
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't invest like millions in them. I did the bare minimum I needed to 3-star the 7-star event.
what did you have to get into? It's like
I
230.
think my team's like 246 in total.
Yeah, it's
but-
an extra 60k is a lot for me. So,
Yeah.
but Either way, so with that, let's come. I guess that's upcoming, right? Since that's all the blog stuff and everything that's going on this
That
week.
was it.
So what's upcoming that you guys are looking forward to? I know that the Emma event's still going, right? We have another.
We have
2
like
weeks.
9 more days.
No, 8. Is it 9 more days? I don't know. Let me see what it is. I'm looking at it right now. So
I think everyone's thinking some sort of round 2 for it, aren't they?
I don't know.
Well,
we
they'll
have
take
10
it away
10
for a little
days.
while and then rerun it, I believe,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, typically that's what they do. Is they said, okay, well, this character is, for 1 month we'll run the milestone event. The other month is like there's blitz credits that they run for everything, and then after that they'll sort it out. But I'm not sure exactly what it'll be. But either way, but the thing that I'm actually really excited for, which was happened recently and in the past week or so, is these valuable lessons milestones. Like those are great. Like it's daily. You can get them. They're tier 14 gear. It's very easy to get. You just run through with the raid team for the most part. I really enjoyed. Like really, that's the only reason why I was logging in, is to get those little mini uniques for my account. Even though I'm hoarding gear and items and whatnot for gear tier 15 and also level 80. So we'll see what happens. I'm actually I'm going to try to hoard gold. I've been hoarding energy. I'm about 4,000 energy right now on my main account. So I've just been holding off on spending energy. I've been still getting the 600 as I can for things, but other than that, it's been hanging out with it for the most part. So other than that, so
I loved the event. It took me like nothing, right? You do your 5 PvP hits, do your raid hits, and you're already pretty much like almost done with it.
Yeah. Anything else upcoming, Shane, that you're looking forward to?
I guess I'm looking forward to all of the upcoming events for the overall community, but I'm not going to really be able to do a huge amount with where I'm at. So Doc Ock, things like that. That's obviously coming up in the future that I know you guys are probably either getting or getting close to getting.
Man,
whereas for me, that's not happening just because of the time away. So
they need to give us some way to get an X23. Like I already have a full 5-star team. I'm ready to go. It's just my X23 is 2 stars, and I have
the blog
saved
alluded to it, didn't it? With the way they spell exciting, if I remember rightly. Kind
yeah.
of, unless we're reading too much into it.
I mean, the thing is
Maybe.
that he's coming up, right? Like he's coming out in a couple. I mean, supposedly he's going to be
September,
coming
end
out
of
in the
September.
the end of September, right? Well, that's what, 3 weeks away, and usually they give us a month's notice, and we've had 0 time to farm her at all. So it's like it's either going to be one of those situations where they're really like dicking us over to force us to buy the packs for her, or they maybe have to push him back because they're going to be pushing ISO 8 at the end of the month. I don't know. Like, because I mean, ISO 8 is coming in the next couple weeks because they said that that's supposed to be at the end of September as well. So they're not going to push the two it simultaneously. They're going to do an event for ISO 8, and then probably 2 to 3 weeks later will be Doc Ock. So maybe they're going to be releasing a way to farm X23 in the little campaign for the ISO 8. I don't know. I could see that happening, but then
I guess
again,
slightly off topic, but in the same vein, ISO 8, level 80, DD4,
yeah.
Doc Ock. My gut says it's probably spread it out a bit more than what it seems like it's going to be. It feels like a big, massive change for MSF.
Spread them out
Together?
5 weeks apart, 5 to 6 weeks apart, and that's how that's going to happen for the rest of the year, in my opinion.
Yeah, ISO 8 is probably going to drop at the beginning of next patch, so that'll be the end
Yeah.
of September. So
Yeah.
Doc, like as Redmond just says in chat, that the Doc Ock is in this patch, so that way he'll be there at the end of this month, and that'll be essentially at the beginning of October will be the next patch, or the end of September, beginning of October will be the next patch where they do ISO 8. And then probably the patch after that would be, my guess, is level 80 with the new Gear 15 tunes. And then after that, it'll be another 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks, which will get us into November. And then probably after that, beginning of November to probably end of December, around Christmas time, will be most likely DD4 would be my guess. So we're probably 3 weeks away from that, but that's why I'm hoarding energy right now, is just because I'm trying to once everything drops for level 80, I'm leveling up Black Order as fast as possible, and I will be getting my.
What more do you have to level up with those?
Well,
What
I'm
are
just
they
saying,
now?
like they're up there. I'm just saying, like, but for arena, because arena is where you get all your cores, and that's what it's essentially use cores for everything. So that's why I want to level up them as soon as possible for just arena, and then from there I'll work on war defense and then raid teams and all that sort of stuff. So, but
That's my biggest regret, I guess, going and then coming back. I went from top 10, and I'm now not even, well, I'm roughly like 300 a day, and I physically can't push that higher without having Black Order or Phoenix. So that's a big difference in
Oh,
my
dang, you don't have
cause.
Phoenix.
No, she came, I want to say she came a month or two after I stopped. So I kind of missed the first rotation because I was too new to the game to get her, and then I missed
Sure.
the next rotation because I was gone. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
bummer. That's fair. Dang.
yeah. But yeah. So anyway, we have love it or hate it, where we talk about one thing we love about the game, one thing we hate about the game. What's one thing you love about the game right now, Shane? Don't seem too excited.
No, I think their openness at the moment to try new things, so milestones, things like that. I think they are more than I've known playing open to it, and I think certainly from us as the envoys, they seem to be open to critique, responses, and stuff like that a little bit more than we probably ever have before. So that's quite good to see. I think it's always difficult to build everything I want, but yeah, that's probably where I'm at the variation.
Cool. What's one thing you hate about the game right now?
Cost of some of the offers, I think, for me.
Yep.
I can buy it, but to go into a little bit of detail for me personally, I needed to get Black Bolt. I had two decisions. I buy the offers, I miss out. Kind of couldn't afford to miss out, so he cost me 90 to get him unlocked at 5, and I've just had to buy Karnak at 30. Who wants Karnak? Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
everyone's in that same pool, right? But I think even if you take 20%, you're still going to do it. I think more of those X-Men offers, more of those Shield offers, those 500 shards, I don't think it's going to be game breaking, but I think it helps the right people out.
Yeah, I like the $5 and the $2 offers a lot.
Yeah.
$75 isn't a microtransaction. That's a 888 game and a half. Just saying.
That is so true.
I mean, that's
That is
Marvel
so true.
Avengers right there. The ultimate pass.
the deluxe edition.
Yeah.
The deluxe edition's $80. I mean, personally, I know I've had more fun with that game in the past week than I have with MSF. Probably the entirety of MSF.
The story is so good. Well,
Story
we don't
is
talk
good.
about it. The story is
So.
great.
All right, fair enough. So we go on to our new topic, which is Chef's Recruitment Corner.
Oh, I really don't have.
I
anything
gave
this
you
week.
your own channel to post.
I know, man. This week was a bad week, man. Yeah, I fucking dropped the ball in the salty balls this week. I'm sorry. Vash looks so mad right now.
I'm so mad. This is like the newest thing that I'm looking forward to, and because people want to hear you rant and rave about it.
You know what the thing is? Is I fully stocked my alliance, and so I took a week off from looking at the recruitment channels. Okay, I'm sorry. I needed a break. I needed a break from the insanity that is recruiting in this game.
Wow.
Damn, I have let everybody down. I'm sorry.
You've let us all down.
It's
You're-
embarrassing.
you're
Everyone's
salty.
watching. I'm really sorry.
Hey, you know what, guys?
I apologize for the podcast.
I'm about to lose my war because somebody is not fucking hitting this thing, so I'm really upset right now.
Maybe if you recruited someone
So
that
you
could
know-
have hit that thing.
Well,
you know.
son of a bitch! I guess you raise a very fair point.
Dang.
Anyways, you can still look. You don't have to recruit. You can still look because I still want to know. So it's just more for the lulz, you know.
Okay,
just in the
okay,
memes.
okay. I'm sorry.
what
I
does
mean,
he
I might be looking for a fucking alliance pretty soon if I'm not gonna. No, I'm just kidding. But I
Yeah, walk
We're
that
not
one back
mad.
a little bit.
We're not mad. We're
no,
just
I'm fucking
disappointed.
mad right. I'm actually mad right now. Sorry.
There's only one post in that channel. I don't know if you saw the post
Which one?
in the chef's recruitment channel in the Discord.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
there's
there?
a post in there. Yeah.
Oh,
Is it?
oh.
I posted the GIF from Pulp Fiction where he's just like,
Huh? No, it's just. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Should I make that public for everyone to see that, or is it just for? I had it just for us, so we can just talk about whatever, so that we
you
can
can
have
make.
something. But either way, all right. So before we get into our next segment, which is Red Stars, just want to say that Red Stars is a public. Man, I'm just not on it today. Red Stars is has gambling tendencies, and if you have problems with gambling, please hit the next on the chapter section. We'll get you to the next thing, which will be team advice. So if you want, what are you doing, Tom?
Just showing the people, some people June. She's just so
The little
pretty.
kitty cat. All right.
You
So
keep talking. I'm not interrupting. You interrupted
I know.
yourself.
I got distracted because I see something out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, what is going on? Anyway, so Red Stars could be considered gambling and whatnot. If you have problems with gambling, please hit the next chapter. I know I've already said this, but it's fine. So anyway, going forward, what did you guys pull for Red Stars? So this week,
Charlie.
you haven't pulled anything. I've been hoarding on your account.
Well, everybody knows what I pulled last weekend, which was the 5-star crystal. So we have two options here. We could have a repeat of last week, and we can just start opening up some red stars right here, or
Save
I
them.
think you should. No,
you should.
No.
You think I should?
No, you cocked up your recruitment section. You're opening
Ah,
every single
that's
orb you
true.
have saved
This
up.
is your
I don't want
punishment.
to see.
Okay, the first one was a 1-star Shuri.
I don't want to
okay?
see any red dots
Did you
on
see
that.
that?
account.
You see that?
Keep going.
1-star Shuri.
Shane on
Oof,
fire,
2-star,
son.
I don't
2-star
wanna see a
block.
single-
I'm not opening all of them. I can't
You
open all.
are.
I can't open all 34 of them right now.
Oh,
There's
at
no.
34. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're holding out on us, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You
Yeah.
Look,
100%
I'm
can
1-star
open this up.
beast. You guys see a trend here? Do you guys see a trend? It goes 1-star, 2-star, 1-star.
Yeah, chef theory.
The chef theory.
Yeah, this
Here
is
we
how
go.
this works.
Here we go. Here we go. Here you go. You boys see this? 1-star America Chavez. Do you see? This is like this segment should be known as reasons why you don't spend money on red stars,
I mean, don't buy
which
red
I'm
stars.
not. But
Keep going.
1-star, 1-star shield medic. Shit, calm down,
You
man.
just-
Okay,
This is actually
calm
bad.
calm down your excitement on the misery that is my red star luck. Okay, let's all not get too excited about the fact that I'm pulling complete dumpster. Another 1-star. We got another. Oh, excuse
Ooh,
me. Excuse me.
two.
2-star Karnak. I apologize, y'all. I was off by one on that one. So we have. Huh?
I think you got. You're on a roll. You're on C3.
I'm on a
right?
roll.
You should keep-
Well,
you should keep going.
I mean, according to
Your
Newton's
seed
law,
is great.
according to Newton's law of fuckery, like I'm supposed to get something at some point in time, right? I mean, if I open up enough of them, like if I just keep throwing like money and yeah, okay.
You would think, right? That's
Right. So
essentially
the
how
next
that
one
works.
we got was a 2-star Invisible Woman. So we're now, wait, how many are we in here now? We're in here. That was 7, and we've gotten nothing over 2 stars.
I'll
okay?
throw you a
That's-
bone. You can stop when you hit a 3.
I could stop when I hit a
can
3.
stop
Well,
when you
here
hit
we
a
go,
3.
baby. 3-star crystal, baby.
can
Woo! No, we still got
Okay.
6 more. We still got 6 more.
This is
We still got
great.
6 more.
I
Come
love
on.
the Saturday morning summons have just turned into Chef's Red Star. Pulls.
Yeah. 1-star Daredevil, baby. That's right. Risk it for the biscuit, man. I mean, come on now.
Oh my god.
Good
Amazing.
night, dude. Let's
Have you
Woo!
pulled any 7s?
I have a 7-star Mystique that I got out of an Elite 5-star. But here we got another 1-star Rocket. We're really showcasing this morning, Scopely, how amazing your Red Star system is. Whoa! We got 3-star Aim Infector. Slow
telling
down,
you.
game. Slow down, Ashy. I'm gonna need you to, stop looking so sad about my Red Stars right now. A purple. Oh, a 4-star Venom. That's an upgrade.
Oh.
You saw it here on Saturday or Sunday morning OG podcast summons, baby. 4-star Venom. Oh,
Yeah.
Throw the
that's-
reggae horn out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. All right. This
Two
is
more.
great.
Two more.
I can't believe we're doing this live. on the
2-star
podcast. This is
Hand
great.
Blade
Yeah.
Master. Okay.
All right.
Okay. The last one.
Oh, AV just rated us.
Yeah,
Thanks,
what's up?
AV.
1-star Akoi, baby.
Wait, that was your
that's the
last
way
one?
to fire it off. Yeah, that's the way to fire it off.
Oh
Do I
my
want
God.
to?
1 star
You know-
rarer than a 2 with
Is
the drop
it?
rate. Is it not?
It is. Yes. It
Yeah.
is.
That's actually
Yeah.
so you have
That's
great luck, dude.
actually hilarious. I have great luck,
Yeah.
guys.
That's exactly how that works. So that's why we're saying like you actually have good luck. So I'm saying seed theory.
So
Damn, that's funny, dude.
the real question is, while we're here, I mean, I kind of wanted to save these for Doc Ock, but I've got an Elite 4 and an Elite 5. I mean, like, do we really want to like press our luck on this? You know?
No, you should actually save this.
I'll
Yeah,
forget-
save those.
You can.
Save those for Doc Ock.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Shane grants it. You
Although
you
if you
shall say.
forget recruitment next week, you are opening them next week.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah,
Fair
that's
enough.
your punishment.
Fair
You have
enough.
to open up 10 red orbs if you forget.
So I tell you what, out of 14 orbs, I got an upgrade to Venom. Actually, not upset about that. Like, that's actually not the worst case scenario. So I'm gonna have to venture out. I'm gonna have to go out on a limb and say that my Sunday morning summons have been fruitful. I got a 5-star
Fruitful.
Karnak, I mean a 5-star Crystal and a 4-star Venom so far. It's not complete dumpster fire.
No,
So
no,
Maybe Sundays are the day to do it.
maybe we got the OG podcast theory over here.
the OG summons. Yeah, I think so, dude.
The OG summons.
I think that's what you got to go for because that's
Save him,
just
chef.
Sunday summons. There you go. All right, we just keep it. We just have you pull your red stars on air. So it'll be great. This will all just be fantastic.
Boy.
All right,
I like how the numbers shot up as soon as I started getting upset and poopy pants about things.
because they're watching, they're updating.
Everybody's like, oh shit, chef's gonna be upset about something. I'm in, baby.
Everyone loves red stars, don't they? Because
They
it
do,
reminds them
they
that they're
do.
not the only ones that get garbage all the time. I must admit, I get way better as I get about the same on and off stream, but when I get a decent, so I got a 6 red, and it was some Hydra minion, which for me is shit because the whole team is like 12k, but for everyone else, obviously, is really good. But you see
if
a
you
6, you want a 7.
If you exactly. If you get your Hydra team to like 120k, something like that, just something small, and just put them on there, get them like all level 60, like get them 60, just do 6664 on all their abilities, and just don't like gear them up past like gear 9. They're gonna be hard to beat because people are gonna underestimate them. So it's a good war defense strategy. It's what I'm doing on Dom's count. So they're all at like 60k right now, but still like.
I think my red star luck is coming. I told you guys before the podcast started, but I think my red star luck is coming in the form of swarm shards. From
True.
that.
True.
But, for those of you that chat that don't know, from my last 5 swarms, I've had 2 24s, a 16, a 14, and an 8.
That's good pulls.
Yeah, pretty good, I would say, for sure. But all right, so going forward, we have team advice. We talk about like just team advice. Do you for any team advice for from Lobies?
Are we talking about team advice?
Yeah, don't play the game. Team advice?
No. Play the game. Play the game.
Yeah, play the game. Enjoy it. You do you. You have any team advice or things that you're working on right now, Shane?
I'm trying not to be too wide when it comes to building them up, but at the moment, everyone's got some area that I need to build. So as soon as I unlocked Emma, I have to build her up for my Marauders War Defense. So it's little bits. I'm not necessarily working on a team as a whole. It's just I'm looking at my roster at the moment. So like ever since I came back, Taskmaster was unlocked, Hela, those type of ones. So my Asgardians took a little bit of work. They're now there. Black Bolt's now my highest character. So it's kind of odds and sods to build overall. So U7 is my focus, I think, at the moment.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Even when I get Ebony, I'm only going to have Ebony and Thanos. So can I really build a top tier arena team? Maybe.
Yeah, you probably could, but it's probably better to just do what you're just saying is go for that because Ebony Maw is great. Ebony Maw and Thanos are a really good U7 team. I've been running Ebony Maw, Thanos, Black Bolt, Shuri, and Emma Frost for U7.5, and it's been really good. So really liking that team.
Maw as the individual unit is incredible, and I feel like that's one thing about the new legendaries that are coming out that I'm really liking, especially with what I'm excited about to use, like Doc Ock, is that these units aren't so like confound to their synergized teams, like you can actually break them off and use them in a different team. I mean, like I don't have the full Black Order for DD3, but having Thanos and Maw alongside Black Bolt, Hela, and Minerva like absolutely destroyed DD3 towards the end of it. And that was a cool combo to use, and it had a shitload of utility, man.
Yeah.
And that's just it's one of those things that I like about these new legendaries that are coming out. Like almost every legendary I can think of, except for maybe Iron Man, who's might as well be like a half-ass legendary, or Nick Fury. Like pretty much everybody else can be broken off into hybrid teams, and that's one thing I really like about those units in particular.
Certainly for someone like me coming back. Think it's not just going to be Phoenix, because that was for a long time Phoenix and Minerva with the 2 breakaways. Put them with almost anything and you're good to go. But as you say, like Black Bolt's largely come in there, put them with Yo-Yo, don't put them with Yo-Yo.
Yeah.
You got the symbiotes. You can get away with the 2 rather than Venom if the Venom's like mine is really low. So as you say, seeing a few other characters that you don't need to build constant teams of 5 is helpful.
Sure. One team that I really want to throw out there, which doesn't really need any extra like attention, but X-Force into Marauders in Wars absolutely slaps, man. Like I did a 60k punch up into Marauders today. Yeah, and my team's only at like 223k, and they were like 289 or 290 or something like that. I mean, I barely won, but I mean, that was a pretty big punch up for that. And I have seen many others doing that. And the reason being is that you can pretty much like get Strife down without, I mean, you can get the disrupt on him immediately. He can't put any taunts. He can't put taunt defense up on himself. None of that because you can strip it off. And I don't know. I really like the X-Force team. They're getting my full attention now because I just spent a lot of time investing in my Mercs and the Asgardians just because they're really, really, really strong war defense teams. But dude, for offense, X-Force, dude, I mean, Remen already said it a million times, but they are super good on war offense.
No, good to know.
I learned
Maybe
so much
give it a
watching
try.
someone like Remen, to be honest. Because
You what?
I learned so much watching someone like Remen.
The dude's
because
so
although I've
knowledgeable.
played so many days.
The dude's
There's
so
a big
fucking
break.
knowledgeable. It's
Well, also, I
insane.
find his community is pretty good. The two communities I like the most on a personal level are Remen's community and the one shared amongst Wolver, Thor, Yeti, and Punk. Like, I feel like there's a lot of
Yeah, our
really
community
good.
sucks.
Well, no, God damn it. I mean, that. Do I really need to say that I love our community? I feel like that's like an arrogant thing to say. Like, I love my community or our community. But no, on a real note, fuck everybody in the OG podcast community. No, I'm just kidding. I just like those two. I like those two groups because they do a lot of theory crafting, and it makes things like less of a headache for me because I suck ass at theory crafting with number crunching. So it's good to have people that are actually really good at formulating that kind of information and putting it out there in a way that I can actually interpret what it means and understand it. So that was yeah. Anyway,
That's what you meant by it.
I'm sorry.
That's what
You're
you
a
meant
sweet
by
boy.
it.
You both keep talking at the same exact time.
All right, Charlie, you
and
go.
I
You
like
go.
Ashy's comment more than Vash's.
I'm not gonna say it again, so it's fine.
I was gonna
That's what you
interrupt it
meant
anyway.
by
God damn it!
I just keep going with it. Anyway, so that's great. That's great. What's your favorite character right now, Shane?
Probably Black Bolt because I'm still in that sense of not used him very much, if that makes sense. So for what I had when I was last playing to what I have now, silly things like no reviving on an Ultron. Do you know what I mean? Like that still gives me like, yes, I've won, even if I go and lose because of a Phoenix on the next round. But yeah, probably that.
All right.
Yo, I love the Black Bolt and Yo-Yo together is still like one of the best combos in the game.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm a fan. I like it a lot. It's just like even in the U7 because you just need Yo-Yo's offense down, like, which is why she's so good, but it just makes me kind of upset that they hit her in premium orbs because they're like, oh, we made this super awesome character that can only be obtainable through like this crazy RNG means. So along with Minerva, so there we go. So it's unfortunate that is how that works out. So all right, I don't know if we had any questions. I forgot to ask people again.
yo, can I say my
Nah,
favorite
none.
character? Can I say my
none.
favorite character?
Yeah, go for it.
Dude, I'm like 3 months late, but I fucking love Hella, dude. I got that 6 red Hella, T14, all the abilities T4'd. Whew, she does some nasty shit, dude. I love using her, man. Like, it was her and DD3, was so good. Like it actually, I can't wait for my second run because like I didn't have my full Cosmic team and all I had to begin with was Minerva, Maw, Proxima, and Thanos, and now I have Black Bolt and Hela. I can't wait to go through Cosmic in like 2 days the next time, or actually, it'll probably take me like 3 or 4 days. But
Wait, how far am I from D3?
You're one character away from
Wait,
starting.
you trying to lap me or something, Ashy? You trying to come back just to lap me in DD3?
Just trying to see whenever it actually starts.
You currently have Symbiote Spider-Man, Hela, Shuri, and Sinister at tier 14.
Yeah, that's actually a dope team to start with. All you need is Phoenix, and don't you have a 6 red Phoenix?
Oh, and Phoenix. Actually, I think you can start. I think you can
Oh!
start DD3.
Ooh,
I got
this.
tier
Let's
14 on
Let's
Sinister.
load in.
last
First,
night.
first
Let's load in. First
Like,
20.
uh,
The
This
most
will be the first
exciting,
game.
most
Don't load in
exciting
right now.
20 seconds of his day.
Wait,
And
don't
Charlie,
load it
an
right now?
open
Oh.
question
don't load it
for
right now.
everyone here as well, because it's just the number one thing, talking about teams and working on teams. I have 274 gold promotion credits.
Ooh.
We just don't know what to. I've got five Emma, 5 Black Bolt, 4
Black Bolt.
Hela.
Oh yeah, do it on Black Bolt, man.
Black Bolt.
Like
So,
for
what,
What,
sure.
go 6 then 7, or leave it? Leave it 6.
I would go.
Yeah.
I would go 6. So I promoted. I promoted Black Bolt to 6. The people who I used my credits on, I used them on Black Bolt. I used them on Thanos. I used them on Cull, and I'm probably going to use it on Sinister for the next one. But I'm going to take Thanos and Cull to 7 red star next once I beat DD3, and then I'll probably end up going taking Black Bolt to 7 as well.
Because obviously my Black Bolt's only 5, but you think get him in lock, as in 5 yellow star.
Mm-hmm.
So get it.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess
Well, do you have him at 4 red?
I've got him. What is he? 5 red. He's 5 red, 5 yellow at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, personally, you said you're working on U7, right? Black Bolt. I mean,
Spider-Man 2. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, well, I mean, but do you have the yellow stars for symbiote?
I know he's 3/3.
Yeah, then I would hold off and I would do Black Bolt first. Yeah, because the jump from 5 to 6 is actually extremely like beneficial, and you'll notice it because I mean, even taking him from G13 to G14 in this last week, like he does so much more in U7, like way more. So yeah, I would easily, because I was in the same boat as you, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I always tell people to prioritize who you use on a daily basis for red stars, and I know there's a great infographic about who to take promotional credits for U7. Or just red stars forever for war, raids, arena, blitz, all that fun stuff that Wolverthor put out. I think he put it in our content creators thing. I'll send you a message, Shane. It's really good. Actually, I'll put it in our Discord chat real quick because I think I think it was in Envoy chat that he put that in there too. But it's really good to it's a really just like kind of a nice. Oh yeah, he did put it in Envoy chat. Here, I'll send it. I'll put it in the in Twitch chat right now. So if you want to take a look, that's what. Wolverthor came up with in terms of like who to promote first, and he was saying Black Bolt is definitely someone who you might want to take to 6 if not 7, and then you want to go symbiotes. Overall, it's Black Bolt, Symbiote, Spider-Man, Thanos, Cull, Taskmaster, Emma, Hela, Shuri, Ebony Maw, Yo-Yo. So I pretty much have all these recommendations with the exception of Symbiote Spider-Man at 6. He might be next, but I'm probably going to take Thanos and Cull to 7s next for me personally. So. But Taskmaster for me is already at 5, but he's only at 5 yellow, so it is what it is. But that's just kind of like a good guide of what you should focus on. But really what you want to do is you really want to kind of focus on people who you use on a daily basis. So that for me that's raids, because you do raids every single day, and you get the most progress from raids. And arena, then war. That's what I go for.
Cool. Sorry to segue slightly there, but that's always helpful.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So, does anyone? I don't know if we have any other questions people can ask. Or Shane, do you have any questions for us while you're here?
Ooh, that's putting me on the spot.
I know, right? Make you think.
You've probably asked this before, but if there's not necessarily what you prefer and don't prefer, if there's one thing that's already in the game that you could adapt or change, what would it be? Whether that's a game mode, an orb, a character.
I mean, I would say we need more characters in the milestone orbs, like Chef said. Personally, but that's just me because it gets stale very quickly, and they should just rotate characters out, or they should just bring back the raids for specific characters. So like they had the Juggernaut raids, they had the Venom raids, the Black Panther raids, all that sort of stuff. Oh, and I totally forgot to mention this too when we had the thing with They actually gave for the Chaos Theory. They didn't run the Chaos Theory. They just gave us all the rewards, whether or not you had the final tier done or not. So that was nice that they did that. So for everyone in the community of the game. So, but yeah.
Let's see. I have 3 ideas. One, milestone orbs. They need an upgrade because as somebody that's been playing for X amount of days since the beginning. There's one character in there that I don't have, and it's Coulson. I already have 7-star Captain Marvel, and I have 150 orbs saved up. I think that they need to revisit the character pool in those orbs. They need to revisit the exclusivity in there. They need to put SSM in there, Symbiote Spider-Man, and unless they're planning on rolling him out again, but it's like, okay, dude, you guys have ran multiple milestone events for him. Unless you're planning on doing more, then you need to go ahead and update him in the milestone orbs. Number 2, I think that they need to roll multiple blitzes at once. I think they need to have blitzes that are catered towards early game players, and they need to have blitzes that are catered towards end game players, because I've said this before in the past, but they ripped the entire premise of this from Contest of Champions, and Contest of Champions rolls out 4 to 5, maybe 6 sometimes, different arenas at any given point in time. And they didn't initially do that. That was, an addition they made after the game had been out for a few years. This game has been out for a few years, a couple, but it's time. Like, a lot of us, I don't fucking care about a Strife. Well, actually, Strife, I actually am okay with the shards. I need like 50 to 7 storms, so that's cool. But Sabertooth blitzes, Electra blitzes, Night Nurse blitzes, all that shit. Give us another option. Like, give us run a gold, purple, blue, whatever the gear orb blitzes are, run those simultaneously. Like, make us make a decision on whether or not we need to run the character blitz or an additional blitz that actually benefits us instead of us just pissing away our time. Yeah. Number 3, bring back character blitzes. I'm sorry, character raids. Like, give us a 3rd raid. It doesn't matter. Like, I know that like people might be like, oh, I don't want to have to do more in the game, but just something different from the Greek raids, because the Greek raids are on a repetitive cycle for characters like myself, or people like myself. Doesn't matter what Greek raid you're rolling around, I'm autoing that bitch all the way to the end. Like, I'm literally getting in a fight, hitting the auto button. The end boss, I'm getting in a fight, hitting the end button, not using single raid heal. It's not a challenge whatsoever. I know that the difficulty selector's coming out, but whatever. Give us something different. I don't know. It's been long enough. I mean, the game's been out for 2 years, and we've had the same fucking raids for 2 years. Give us something different. Give us a giant boss or something to like collectively challenge or tackle with our alliance, or something.
A real raid would be cool.
Yeah. Like something that actually requires like, ooh, I got a theory craft. Like, what if I wanted to try out this team, or what if I wanted to try out that team for this phase of this fight, or like, how do I counter what this boss does to me? It's just a joke. Like, Ultimus. Auto, bloop, done. Like, it's not a challenge. So those are my like 3 areas I would like to see quality of life improvements in the game.
Yeah, I think that would be a good thing. And also, I would love to see characters brought to the game that we can't play. Like, I would love with the thought of like having these big boss fights. Like, I don't want to see Galactus as a playable character. I want to see him as a boss fight. Like, Ultimus, like, He just should have stayed as a boss character. Like, he should not have been a playable character, in my opinion. So they just like, well, people want to play as him and get to use him. Well, then you can use him if you have like Sinister, or like maybe Sinister can't clone him.
Yeah,
or something like that. Give us these characters that we like. It's a carrot on the stick at that point, but still, it's like I want to have
a Karen on a stick.
I said a carrot on the sticks.
But you said a carrot on a stick.
Even better.
I was like, what? Where did you come up with this?
That's amazing. Actually, I'm gonna use that from now on. But still, it's like, I want to see these different characters. Like, give us these bigger boss fights that are in the MCU, or just comics or whatever.
Like, what if we had this giant Galactus fight, right? And then he like summons up little Dom, help me out here. Who's some minions of Galactus? I don't know. Help a brother out here.
Well, you got the Heralds.
There you go. Okay, so bring the Heralds out. So the Heralds are phase 1. The Heralds and Galactus are phase 2. Galactus phase 3 is like some fucking monster thing. Phase 4 is this. Phase 5. I don't care, but like, let's get some hype shit in this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get some like, oh, yo, Ashy, I brought my King Dick Black Order team in, this hybrid team that I threw together against phase 1, and I just murked that bitch. Like, I feel awesome right now. Like, and then Ashy's like, oh yeah, well, I use this great hand variation, and I fucking, use this guy's ability to counter this. Like, let's give us something to like use these cool ass characters on, right? Because they got all these great animations, all this badass stuff in the game, but we need something to actually use it on, other than just being like, oh, Greek raid, bloop, auto. Oh, blitz, bloop, auto. Okay, done. I'm done for the day. See you guys later. Like, yeah. Anyways,
that's Chef's rant of the day. I was wondering when it was going to come out. That was great. I was very excited to see that pop up right now. So that was great. Oh yeah, and I
you
forgot,
could thank Shane for that one. Shane asked the spicy question.
He did ask the spicy question. Oh, and I forgot, Dom, that you have Symbiote Spider-Man at tier 14 now too. So
oh, sick.
Technically, you have 6. So we can start.
I did say King Dick and Great Hand in the same sentence. Whoops. Oh.
He's done. He was
done. See that? I gave him a compliment. He's like, oh, I got my one compliment. I'm out. I'm going to leave while I can.
Done.
That's why you don't close the... I guess that was it, so...
Yeah, I guess
no, he'll come back. He'll come back.
He'll come back. I bet he'll come back.
Yeah, there he is. There he is.
I I 100% believe you, Chef.
See, it randomly did it to you too, didn't it? Yeah.
The browser window close, or... Just...
No, it pings and just says disconnected region.
It just rejects you back to the other page, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Full Metal did ask something. If you want to really quick close in on that, and
Sure.
no
Sure.
tangents or extra long fucking things after that.
Yeah, so he said, have you guys talked about how much they've managed to make grinding Blitz actually worse? I got here late. Yeah, so they have actually made things worse. So just for science, I'm grinding super hard on Blitz right now. I've used 1150 credits right now, almost 1200. I am sitting at 23.8 million right now. Normally at this point, I'm closer to 36 on when I'm really pushing hard, because actually at this point I'm like at 40 million, because the highest I've ever done is 46.5 I want to say, but that's when I didn't sleep at all. So probably I would be closer to mid to high 30s if pushing this hard. But yeah, so I'm actually, like Valley was saying last week, it's 50% less. And actually, the 8.3 is worse. So it's definitely not fun, as most stuff just used in the emotes in the chat. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'm curious to see where it is. If 24 million is kind of like, I wanted to push this Blitz for me personally, because I wanted to see where I would rank up, where the rewards are and what people are doing. Because the next Blitz, I think people are going to push harder, obviously, because of the chance at a 4 red star Zemo with the top 100. I don't think I'm going to get top 100 for this one. I think I'll probably be just outside of it, but we'll see.
101, baby.
101. So,
101.
I still have probably a couple more rotations, because with the addition of capping at 8 free rotations per day, I'm curious to see what people do, which actually helps out, for people blitz botting and whatever, because they can only do 8 free. So we'll see what happens. That means just people if they want to blitz more, they're going to have to spend money to get the blitz charges or cores or do something else. So,
Right.
And
Somebody
then,
asked a question. Yeah.
No, full. Yeah. So
we're
Allie's
Go ahead.
Allie's asking if they add a 5th for Zemo team, what do you think they will need for a 5th? In terms of what they need, like character-wise, for their abilities, or are you just saying like who
What
should
is
be
his
the 5th?
tags? What is Zemo's tags? Because he's Zemo is technically Hydra. And
Yeah, he's Hydra.
Yeah, he's a Hydra
he
villain.
is Hydra.
So yeah,
Okay.
his crew right now is Winter Soldier, Crossbones, Hydra Grenadier, and Zemo. So that's who it is. There's no 5th at the moment. So
I mean,
Who did somebody suggested somebody
they could do
in there for the
Gorgon,
5th?
or they could do. I mean, there's a couple options from like character-wise.
I mean,
they
he
have to
doesn't
create though.
we don't even need a 5th for that team technically, but
yeah.
I'm sure that they will probably release somebody.
Symbiotes is interesting.
That's
I mean,
funny.
that's actually because right now for Blitz I have, and also for War Attack I use the 3 symbiotes, Minerva, and Psylocke is my 5th. So I think Zemo probably will fit in there for me. So
Cool.
you're using Red Skull with yours because you didn't bother building base Hydra. All right, it's not. I would say that's good, because Red Skull in there would work out. But I mean, I have a 6 red Skull, so I'm hoping that maybe he becomes farmable and might be usable. So, but yeah, Dom, Zemo is a villain global skill controller Hydra, as Mostef was just saying in chat. So there's really nothing in there that he doesn't have like a full synergy, but he kills minions and prevents them from reviving. So essentially, he counters Hydra and not necessarily minions on the Merc team, but like he does like 900% additional damage to minions. So he like One Punch Mans them. It's great.
He One Punch Mans them.
I mean, that's the idea. So,
I love it.
but either way, yeah, he's a minion Black Bolt. Exactly, that's exactly what he does. So, anyway, that'll do it for us for this episode. Shane, thanks so much for coming through and being a part of the podcast. You were on
Always
here
a
as
pleasure,
the very
buddy.
first. So, yeah. You can find us on Instagram at og.podcast. Our Twitter is overachieversp. The website is beingoverachiever.com, where I get this episode and every episode where we talk about video games, Marvel Strike Force, and some other Marvel type stuff.
Shane, where can the people find you?
Not really on YouTube, but on Twitch, kind of 3088Gaming is your place to find me. It's probably the best place.
Twitch.tv/3088Gaming.
Right.
Correct.
So,
All right.
All right,
Which actually,
cool.
you're about to go live, right?
Yeah, once we're finished here, I'm going to go
Okay,
live.
cool.
Yeah.
all right, cool. So we'll hang around a little bit until Shane goes live. And until next time, guys, we'll see you all next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Spread love, not hate.
I'd love for that just to be left in.
Oh, it was.
He
I
messed
did.
up.
I did it right as he ended it.
All right, boys, I got a guy coming to hang my TV.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you had a guy coming over to touch your balls.
Well, he's got that
Well,
too.
he will be touching the balls.
That's
correct.
the reward for the TV.
Yes, that is the reward
shit.
exactly.
Oh man, I can't
Thanks,
wait to have
boys.
your balls.
Can that be like episode number 50? Can that be the special?
Dom's
this,
delicious balls.
This episode name has to be something about like Dom's greasy balls or something.
Do you ever have that planned, by the way? And then I'll disappear and go live. Do you guys have a plan of maybe getting all together for a special episode, whether that be like 50?
Oh, we were going to. We were
There
going
was-
to. 100%.
Pre-pandemic, there was
Yeah.
the talks of it.
Because they live close to each other. I'm the one that's far away. I live in Florida.
I see
which is
Charlie
like,
probably like once a month at this point.
Yeah, they're like up here in the U.S. and I'm like literally down at the bottom of the U.S. So I mean, I had full intentions of going up there to NYC this year, and like we were gonna do like a little collab event, but you know,
COVID.
even if Crandall wanted to come up, he'd have to spend 2 weeks in isolation.
yeah,
if he came
it's so
up.
silly. I mean, it's not silly, but it is. You know,
That's why our
it's just-
positivity rate is so good.
It's not silly. It's the silly
so
part. I'm just tired of it. You know,
Yeah.
like I wish
Oh,
that
yeah.
it just wasn't a thing.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, obviously, like that's all. But
soon enough, maybe I don't know. We'll
hopefully
see.
that would be we can
I gotta
spread
go.
love, not
Shane,
hate.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Everybody, thank you so much. Boys, thank you so much. And
Thank you so
I'll
much.
I'll see y'all when I see you.
I'll see you
Yeah.
on the flip side, dog.
Sounds
I'm
good.
gonna dip out and then go live. So I assume I have to. Do I close this, leave this session, and then that works?
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks
Thank you
for coming
having
on,
me,
man. I
boys.
appreciate
I appreciate it.
At the last minute, I thank you very much for coming on and joining with us, man.
It's all right, mate. I had a few beers beforehand, so I knew I was gonna be all right. But
Nice,
no.
nice.
No, if you need me again, mate, just give me a shout.
Sure, man. Thanks for coming on.
Cool.
Florida
No
man
worries, boys.
chokes
See you
after
later.
shoving donuts in his mouth for money. Absolutely. That's exactly how shit's going out.
Oh, Remen, you know me so well, Remen. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for that's my brand. That's my brand. I want to be known as the guy that choked on donuts for money. Like if I had to go out, that's I'm okay with that.
Wait, you're currently logged in. What?
Oh man. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out today. We appreciate it. We'll be looking forward to a week of awesomeness and
Yeah, awesomeness indeed.
the Avengers.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna hop on tomorrow streaming Avengers on PC. So it's just been a little crazy with real life and everything like that. So, but I'm kind of excited for it. You guys streaming this week? Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming Avengers on PC. I've been playing. I just finished the story on PS4. So, but I'm just I have to go actually. I had a bunch of work stuff. I was working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and friends show up Thursday, Friday, and then I just wasn't able to. I wasn't able to play, unfortunately. So it's just what it was, trying to be social and whatnot. I was like, you know what, I'll take the week to spend time with friends and family, and just see people, and then I'll reset and we'll come back with it. So don't forget about last week's podcast, please. Yeah, I'm working on it right now. So I just had to export it. And fix the issues, and then go from there. Just there was some glitching and whatnot that happened towards the beginning and the end, so I have to cut it out, and that's why I wouldn't save. So, but yeah, so I'll be back up and running tomorrow, I guess. I'm looking forward to it because now, knowing what I know now, I think I'm just gonna hop right into the multiplayer for Avengers on PC. So I'm not gonna do the story. I'll do the story later on. So, but it's fun, I have to say. You know, Taco Bell conspiracy theory that Crunchwrap is next to get the axe.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. That is not happening. I will. You see. Okay. Don't even get me started on that, dude. You see what's happening with in Portland and Chicago? That shit'll be going down at Taco Bell headquarters if they take away my goddamn Crunchwrap. You hear me? You hear it right here and now. I will be outside with a sign. Bring back my motherfucking Crunchwrap, okay?
That's so good. Love
You
the
don't
show.
understand. I would be pissed if they took away the Crunchwrap. They already took away the potatoes. That shit pissed me off. Now they're taking away the Mexican pizza, and people are revolting. They take away the Crunchwrap, I swear to God, dude, it's gonna be a revolution.
Taters.
Viva la resistance, man.
The taters.
Dude, the taters were bro. I had them add the potatoes in my Crunchwrap. It took it to the next level, man. And then they took them off the menu. Why would you do that? Why? Charlie, why would they do this to me?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Not sure why that's a thing.
I feel like you know, and you just don't want to tell me.
I have no idea. I don't
I
know
know.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, Joe Kane, they're taking away the Mexican pizza, man. I'm like genuinely curious what they're replacing all this stuff with, because I mean they're making money off this stuff, so like they obviously have to have something good coming out that they're going to be replacing it with. I don't know. I mean, I'm not like a huge fast food person, but I freaking love Taco Bell, man. Freaking love Taco Bell.
All right, Shane is live. Let's go raid Shane. So hit that raid button. We'll go say what's up. I have a wedding to go to tonight, but I'll probably be on a socially distant wedding. Let's see how this will go. We're essentially all outside. It's a nice day to be outside today on the East Coast. So trying to make it like the McRib. Oh man,
Good. It's freaking so hot, man. It is so hot in Florida right now. I gotta say, like
imagine.
usually I don't complain about the heat, but my God, dude, this year it is just brutal. I'm ready for fall so I can go somewhere where it's cold outside. All right, is it time?
it is time. All right, see you guys later. Thanks for stopping through. We'll see you guys next week for the next one, and then
Peace.
tomorrow for streaming. Cheers. Bye.
All right, end the stream.